Sometimes it takes a prison cell to create a book that changes the world. In 1849, a young Russian writer named Fyodor Dostoevsky was arrested. Not for murder, not for treason, but for ideas. Along with a small group of intellectuals, he was accused of reading and sharing dangerous thoughts in Tsarist Russia. Ideas about freedom, about justice, about a different kind of society. For the government, that was enough. Dostoevsky was sentenced to death. He was taken outside, lined up. Blindfolded soldiers raised their rifles. The final command was about to be given. And then, at the very last moment, the execution was stopped. It wasn't mercy. It was cruelty disguised as mercy. His death sentence was commuted to years of hard labor in Siberia, a frozen wasteland of chains, disease, brutality, and psychological torment. A place designed not just to punish the body, but to break the soul. That brush with death and the long, merciless exile that followed changed Dostoevsky forever. Before prison, he had been a promising young writer, talented, ambitious, eager to impress literary circles. He wrote with skill, but from a distance. He observed people. Prison destroyed that distance. In Siberia, Dostoevsky lived among murderers, thieves, and men crushed by despair. He watched how suffering twisted people, and how it sometimes purified them. He saw faith survive in filth, pride survive in chains, cruelty coexist with tenderness. And he realized something terrifying and profound. Human beings are not rational machines. They are contradictions. When he returned from exile, Dostoevsky was no longer trying to impress anyone. He was trying to tell the truth, no matter how ugly, uncomfortable, or unsettling it was. And from that truth came a strange, bitter, explosive little book published in 1864, Notes from the Underground. Often called the first existentialist novel, it introduced the world to one of literature's most disturbing voices, the underground man. He is angry, petty, self-contradictory, painfully self-aware, and almost impossible to like. He mocks reason. He despises utopian dreams. He attacks the idea that humans will choose happiness if it's logically presented to them. Instead, he makes a shocking claim. Give human beings a perfectly ordered, rational society, and they will destroy it. Out of spite, out of boredom, out of a desperate need to prove they are free. At the time, this idea was scandalous. Intellectuals believed progress, science, and reason would perfect humanity. Dostoevsky said the opposite. That people would rather suffer on their own terms than be happy in a system that removes their freedom. This wasn't philosophy born in a university. It was philosophy born in a prison camp. Dostoevsky's years in Siberia had shown him the darkest corners of the human spirit and its terrifying depth. From that darkness, he created a work that would echo through history. Nietzsche read him and was shaken. Sartre built upon him. Camus argued with him. And readers, even today, recognize something uncomfortably familiar in the underground man. The irony is impossible to ignore. A government tried to silence Dostoevsky by locking him away. But that very punishment gave him the vision, the insight, and the fire to write his greatest works. Without Siberia, there is no underground man. No Crime and Punishment, no Brothers Karamazov. The prison bars did not destroy Dostoevsky. They forged him. And through his writing, he went on to expose something far more frightening than any physical cell. The prisons of the human soul. Sometimes history teaches us a brutal truth. Confinement doesn't kill genius. It ignites it.